My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
It's funny, I just realized I was not recording, and thank God I was not deep into it. Okay, today is March 6, 2024. It is 12:56 a.m. This is video 1. Those things that I'm gonna be sharing with you, it's really not major news. I remember, I don't know, a couple years ago I did a video regarding CNN, how CNN wanted to be, 24-hour news and all of that. And the things that in the US, we have all these news stations. None of them is talking about, things that's going on around us, world views, and wars that's going on in Africa, wars that's going in the Middle East, things that's going in the Caribbean. None of that. We're not hearing any of this. Before anybody come after me saying why we should care about what's going on in Africa, Middle East, or in the Caribbean and all of that with all destabilized places, is that when you look at which country is the highest, which country produces the most military equipment, it's us. It's the US. So we should care. So does that mean that are we the one who, whoever these manufactured unnecessary issues outside of the US so they could sell those equipment? And meanwhile, when these people are fleeing their homeland, they want a place of safety. You don't even want them at your home. So these kind of things matters. And this is what YouTube, mainstream medias are not talking about. So we should care for at least this part. Our own military personnel who's in the army telling Congress we don't need any more weapons. Why are we keep making more? Why? And then these other countries are destabilizing. So something is going on. So who are the keepers behind these other countries that unstable? And then when they come to your home by your shore, you don't want them. You don't want them near your neighborhood. You don't want them there. You don't want them. So why their homeland is destabilized? Meanwhile, we're creating more weapons. Okay, these things don't add up. We should think about it, and they should report on these things. So we should care about this stuff. This is my point. We should care. All right, so let me get back to the original recording. All we're hearing is nonsense after nonsense. Even politicians are not talking about things that should be talked about. Even the freaking Supreme Court is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's like, what the F is going on? So pretty much I'm just gonna do this video just for doing it, and these are some of the things that is being discussed. All right, so this is my, okay, I told you I started recording already and I realized the thing is not even recording. All right, so we are here, 3,824 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. 3,653 views in the last 48 hours, and my subscription is growing, but for some reason the amount not going too high up. Okay, so let's go to the main page. 3,824, and it matches with the analytic. Let's go. This is what I have for you guys, by the way. These are pretty much noise, nothing really major, but I pick out of many noises that is being discussed on Twitter right now, but most of them, they're not really major news. All right, so I'll try to make this video really quick. All right, so let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. by Royal Suitor, Dan Wootton has finally been axed from his £600,000 a year GB News role after the broadcasting regulator upheld a complaint over the misogyny role which saw him suspended from the channel 5 months ago. Ding dong, the witch is dead. And the thing is that they wanted to get rid of him, especially after what Byline News newspaper had gather about his behavior, things that he has done. So they just want to get rid of, they create this thing about the misogyny kind of behavior that he did with that other lady. It just does not really hold concrete compared to other things that I've seen happening, especially with Megan. After what happened to Megan, and then you see the regulators then do anything else beyond that, it's just a piece of cake. Again, I'm not that lady who the thing was thrown at, but after what happened to Megan, it's like you can't really compare them. But anyway, they made that decision, and I hope whatever that woman felt, the one who was the one who was laughed at and whatever happened to her. I didn't really go too much into her issues when it first came to play. I just brush over it really quickly, share with you what came under my timeline. But other than that, I didn't go too deep into it. So they create this problem. I think it was a manufactured, in my humble opinion, manufactured problem. So GB News could get rid of him, Dan Wootton. So Dan Wootton do not hold those things that Byline had uncovered. So he doesn't use those things against the news. That's what I think. Okay, they give him a manufactured problem so they could say, this is why we fire you, not because of this kind of thing. Alright, so I read this. Let's read part of the article. I started reading it on when I thought I was recording. Okay, then Wootton finally asked from GB News as Ofcom rules against channel and misogyny role by Tom Latchen and Dan Evans. That's the same guys who did those other reports on Dan Wootton. 5 March 2024. Okay, then Wootton has finally been axed from his £600,000 a year GB News role after the broadcasting regulator upheld a complaint over the misogyny rule, which saw him suspended from the channel 5 months ago. Then Wootton has been off air since September 27 last year, when he and Lauren Fax made derogatory comments about a female journalist on Dan Wootton Tonight, which resulted in 8,867 complaints on Ofcom, making it 2023's most complained about broadcast. They did something about this, but we didn't hear much about what the other guy did on the newspaper regarding Megan. Okay, and his judgment, which found that GB News was in breach of generally accepted standards, Ofcom revealed that it had recently been sent new evidence by lawyers for the channel, which it had previously been unable to provide due to an internal employment process. The judgment released on Monday said, on Friday, 1 March 2024, solicitors on behalf of the licensed GB News sent Ofcom new evidence which it said it had been unable to send previously due to an internal employment process. The solicitors said this information supported the licensee's position that it had asked Mr. Wootton to read out an apology and he refused. But it had been unable to give Ofcom this information until this point, as it was considered unfair to Mr. Wootton during an employment process. The license asked Ofcom to delay publication of the decision so that Ofcom could consider the information. Given this detail, the publication of Ofcom's decision seemingly confirms that Wootton's internal employment process with GB News is now over. There's more to it. You guys could read it. I'll put the link in the description below, and you guys could continue reading it because there's more to it. Okay? But let's move on because I do not want to make this video more than an hour. That is already 7 minutes. Thanks Ofcom. Thanks the investor who wants us to buy, BUY, the Telegraph and can't afford to have this spotty record stick to them. That's another thing too. All these. This is where you have their bases all covered. You know, they want to sell it, and then they have people in places to go buy, you know, that manufactured problem they created so they could get rid of him. What's crazy is that he's laying this at the foot of the Sussexes, which is bananas. They had absolutely nothing to do with this visible, recorded, aired segment that everyone can see and hear for themselves. If my memory served me well, because I think they said whatever segment that they're making reference to that ended up to be his demise, it seems like this is something they had talked about before they start recording it. But it just went airwire, and then the woman start, you know, crying foul and all of that. But anyway, who am I? Okay, excellent news. And my humble opinion, allegedly, from my memory, this is what I thought they say happened. Alright, from reading other things. Let's read what's there. But the Sussexes are irrelevant. Well, I haven't gotten a check yet. Okay, so let's move on and leave that alone. Okay, next tweet. Okay, making reference to Dan Wootton as well. Dan Wootton's been fired. There's the laugh. Good riddance. He's off to join the other haters online. Comma, how I love thee. Alright, so there's this here. Dan Wootton finally asked from GB News. That's the thing I just read. Okay, so that he is here talking about it. I have left GB News to launch my own independent platform, Dan Wootton Outspoken, which will feature a brand new daily news and opinion show from later this year that will not be regulated by the off-communist censors free speech in Britain is in peril. I don't know when they go against him. Now they are communists. When he was part of them, I don't know. Everybody, all of these people, baggage before God. His lawyers say he's headed to the US hoping to pick up a right wing gig here. God, please help us. Like Piers Morgan, he'll fail. British tabloid Talk TV doesn't do well here. I give him a year before he's out on the street again. If he's hired at all, there's always podcasts. Okay, desperate much, arrogant, toxic British presenters has never done well there. Piers could have saved the airface. Alright, there was something I responded to. There it is here. Let me read up to mine. Okay, then Wootton been fired. There's all of this. After what Byline had on him, I'll be afraid to work with him. If he F up, the US police is not like the UK police. And some other videos, I think the police in the UK have dropped whatever investigation that they were doing on him. And I'm saying, you know, when you look at, for instance, similar to Andrew. Okay, I think I even mentioned it here. Let's see here. Yeah, let me read what I said. Nobody believed he was innocent and the predatory stuff. Okay, look what happened to Prince Andrew. Same vibe, same energy with the police thing, in my humble opinion. Okay, in the UK, 12 million plus payout in the US. Okay, so that's that. Let's leave this alone and move on. If you see the other comments, you could read it. This is someone that I blocked. What did he say here? I think they have enough on their own homegrown psychopath and don't need an imported one. Okay, so there's that here. Let's go. And if the US doesn't want to be sued, that's all it is. If they start saying his nonsense, thinking free speech, there's a limit to free speech in the US. Next tweet, this one. Queen Elizabeth took the grace the world gave to the leftover royals with her to the grave. They are now in their comeuppance era, and Comma is dealing their reapings beautifully. Do ya recall the TikTok video of the dude referring to them as trailer trash? Okay, this is 1 minute and 28 seconds. There will be screenshot in between. Alright, let's see, what is this? Okay, what does this say? Harry threw my niece skate under the bus. What in Uncle Gary's fury at slurs on the royals? Where did that came from? I wonder how long ago. Okay, so this is a video, so let's see here.
Well, you know, like Marvin said, you have your trailer trash family, don't you?
Well, Marvin didn't quite use that phrase, Merva.
I don't think he said that.
I think I've got to adopt it. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. Well, but we're careful talking about families. Like when, you know, people get into all kinds of trouble. Slater,
Yeah, I understand.
Meghan's family.
Yeah, I understand.
They weren't ready for the spotlight.
What?
Yeah, but like, it can say whatever he wants, can't it?
No, because he's got to think about his niece, and she's ill and royal. And
Wait a second. I'm missing something here. He cannot say anything because that's his niece and she's royal, so therefore you cannot say anything. But for someone else, it's okay. Let me move it back. I didn't get this properly. Let's listen to this. This is so freaking, this analogy is crazy.
Yeah, I understand.
they weren't ready for the spotlight.
Yeah, but like, he can say whatever he wants, can't he?
No, because he's got to think about his niece, and she's ill and royal, and
Oh, please, listen, Jeremy, listen. She's ill and she's royal, fair enough. When Meghan's family came in, and Meghan was getting all that slate, so everybody was laughing, oh, this is her.
Oh, spot on. Finally. Very good. Oh my God. UK, the little people, they don't get. Oh my God, what just dropped? Let me pause for a second before my stuff start getting. I drop one of my memory thing. So what happened here? My one of my memory thing. My husband just did some crazy stuff with the computer, just fell, and now the program that I had set up once I finished record. So there it is here. I'm uploading it again. Those XREF, different things that I have from different places, were not being recognized on the thing. But anyway, while it's uploading, let's continue. All right, where was I with this? So there was this lady talking about the comparison between Meghan when the media was going after Meghan. Let's start all over again because I stopped for a while.
Well, you know, like Marvin said, you have your trailer trash family, don't you?
well, Marvin didn't quite use that phrase, Merva.
I don't think he said that.
I think I'm going to adopt it. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. Well, but we're careful talking about families. Like we're, people get into all kinds of trouble. Slating Meghan's family.
Yeah, I understand.
They weren't ready for the spotlight.
Yeah, but like, he can say whatever he wants, can't he?
No. Because he's got to think about his niece, and she's ill and royal.
Okay, so she's making about his niece, meaning that Gary, Uncle Gary, if I get it correctly, okay, he can't say anything because his niece is a royal. That's what this guy is making reference. Is it Jeremy Vine or something he's making reference to? Because she's royal, he can't say anything that he wants. But this is where the lady is making reference. So what about Meghan? When, you guys went after her, the media went after Meghan. Moving it back slightly.
Okay.
No. Because he's got to think about his niece. And she's ill and royal. And
oh, please, listen, Jeremy, listen. She's ill and she's royal, fair enough. When Meghan's family came in, and Meghan was getting all that slate, so everybody was laughing, oh, this is her. But no, if it can happen for Meghan, it's coming to slate Meghan off for cake. So at the end of the day, right, let him say it, or what have you. Like I said before, we all have trailer trash in our family. So that's it.
I don't know if Gary is trailer trash.
Okay, there it is. This is the thing here. The squad warned them. You allowed all of this, the nonsense that were going on in the UK. It was okay if it was Meghan, but now there it is, speeding right back at you. And I'm glad more people are doing that. Okay, if it could happen to Meghan, it could happen to you guys. Good. I like this color.
Kardashians. They are not the Kardashians. This is the royal family.
Okay.
Have a bit of respect.
Okay. So where was the respect for Meghan? Where was the respect for Meghan? This is what the caller is trying to say here, in my humble opinion. Because all of you did not have the audacity, the mindset, the understanding of saying, no, don't say things like that. But you guys encourage it. You guys encourage it. So good. Good for you guys. The little people who see the truth for what it is.
He should know. No, he should know better.
Gary is on Celebrity Big Brother. That's the disrespect.
I'm saying to Gary, have a bit of respect.
But hang on, is he?
Well, you know, like
Good. Let's see here the black guy enjoying it. The media have said the photograph is Catherine. They won't show it themselves, probably because they know it isn't, but said the reason is because as royal, the obvious deserve privacy. They also believe the public still believe what they're telling us. We don't and never will. Okay, LOL. So the royal family are better than the Kardashian. How? Okay, royals mean diggly squat. They are human beings like all of us and worse than many of us. Definitely worse than the Kardashian. She's trivializing. And the thing is that the Kardashian, I don't know why so many people online don't like the Kardashian, but they make their living legally, at least from my understanding. Okay, they're giving people you know, what people are willing to watch or willing to buy and all of that. So I don't see, that doesn't mean I will be doing some of the things that they're doing. But if it's legal, they're not hurting anybody, they're doing their own thing, so let it be. But the royal family just sitting up there, people's giving them money, they go cut ribbon, they get millions of that. They don't even want to cut ribbons anymore. They don't even want to do that. Meanwhile, the Kardashians are doing their thing. The same people who are quick to typecast Samantha and sperm donor with his junior are now crying because Kate has trash family members too. Everything, every single thing they crucify Meghan for will haunt them. That's it. Okay, OMG, that video was everything. Mima equal Queen Elizabeth II, and I can remember the name of the rest, but Harry was the grandson who left the park because trailer park, because his missus got him a better job. Okay, so that's an ad. That's exactly what they are. Yeah, I totally agree with you. And as I said before, it's the act of giving grace or the lack of it by the royal family in the UK is seen on the world stage, and the cracks are starting to show and people are not pleased about it. Okay, so there's that here, picking up popcorn. That's the last one I'm gonna read on this. Yes, we told them if they were willing to treat one woman wrong, it could come back on the others. They didn't listen. They relish it. Now we are here. There it is. Alright, Harry and Meghan left and they're doing their best, enjoying their best life. Okay, what? I think I skipped something here. Damn, I don't want to start all over. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. If I missed it, I'm sorry, but next one. Alright, so there's another video here. And they claim we are under fire. The Australian not buying it. Okay, it's 1 minute and 19 seconds. This is talking about what is it, Kate Middleton pictures that were surfaced. I did say I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I just want to see the reaction of other people talking about it. Let me pause for a second. I just wanted to make sure my program, you know, is re-uploaded. I don't want to see any brown on this here. So let's go back to Twitter. Okay, so this is the next tweet. The Australian not buying it. It's 1 minute and 19 seconds.
And the Princess of Wales has been spotted for the first time since having abdominal surgery more than 2 months ago. But the image of Princess Catherine in a car with her mother in Windsor has done little to quell the rampant speculation about her health. The photos also sparked a fresh round of conspiracy theories that it was a wax figure in the car or a body double.
That is not her.
What? Really?
I don't think that looks like her.
Could it be her sister, Pippa?
Doesn't look like
Oh my god.
I just don't think that's her. No, I don't know what, but you know.
I just don't know, why are we poring over a grainy image and then speaking with
Because we
certainty
haven't
over...
seen her since Christmas
No,
Day.
I get that, but we can't say that's not her. Like that...
Oh, yes,
You
we
can't
can,
say.
obviously.
Okay.
You can't say that's not her. If your eyes is saying that's not her, so what the hell? You can't say it? Oh my lord.
But you know what I mean? You look at it. I realise how many times I've looked at her over the years.
Okay. Yeah.
And I just go, that doesn't look like her.
Isn't it interesting because the royal family isn't papped ordinarily, so it looks like they've forced her into the car,
Get in the car.
driven her past the paps in order to put everyone's minds
That
at
would have
ease.
been Camilla.
Get in the car! Get in the car! Charles, she won't get in the car! What should I do?
Oh my god. Is this a comedy show? There's no comment under this. Let me see what's going on under the main one. Come on. You know what? It's not going through, so forget it. Let's go to the next tweet. It sounds like a, how do you call this? Like a comedy show. Let's go to the next tweet. I almost missed another one. Again, this is another video talking about the same Kate thing here. This is why I believe the Spanish lady reporter made a bum ended up in the hospital and is probably still there. Okay, so she retweeted this. Why has Sonia just told us the surgery was in December when we were all told Kate Middleton went into hospital on January 16? There's a looking eye, slip up or cover up. Okay, 14 seconds only.
I think the Palace have been quite clear with us. They told us about the fact that she had surgery back in January. It's clearly pretty major because she was, the surgery was in December, but it was major because she didn't come out of hospital.
Okay, so there's a slip up here from January. Where is it? Let's move it back slightly.
Surgery back in January. It's clearly pretty major because she was, the surgery was in December, but it was major because she didn't come out of hospital.
Okay, so that I don't know what's going on here. Have you heard Diego Araba, Spanish paparazzi who was in London over a month ago? No, what happened? Okay, what is that? Another news within a news? Oh, it can be okay. Stating what he was told by British media friends, no abdominal surgery. It's a scandal on par with Diana. What? It's a scandal on par with Diana, and what we're being told is very far from the truth. So who knows? What? This is why sometimes I love reading the comments. You hear all sorts of them. Yep, and a comma, but why? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is extra. Let's move on. I think in one video, I think I know what he's saying. I think I said it in one of my videos, and then I was like, I don't want to talk about this because each time I talk about it, there's more things that I reveal as my humble opinion, and then later they come true. I don't know. I wish I had a crystal ball for everything else. Okay, next tweet is making reference to the same thing. A slip of the tongue that actually adds up to me. Surgery happened in December 23, not January 24, on December 28. It was rumored that a royal was rushed to hospital. This will explain why no sighting of where is Kate Middleton going in or out of the hospital in January 24. Okay, we just heard that. Okay, so I remember sharing this with you. Okay, December 28, 2023. Okay, so there's the thing here. I hope all is well at Sandrium. My spy and Mary LeBon just saw this convoy heading in the general direction of King Edward VII's hospital at 8:30 this evening. Okay, I remember sharing this with you. It's not that long. 1 second? That's one long 1 second. Oh yeah, it's looping. It's looping. I remember this video. Okay, let's pause that. Okay, apologies, 8:30 this evening. Okay, they sent this as well. Okay. Oh, so this is a freaking thread. It's funny, I say I wasn't gonna talk about it, but we're going back. So there's all of that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Chase the guy for 10 years. This is what happened. Royal family, Sandrium Hospital, police convoy, comma. Does this have anything to do with the rumor that a royal couple are expected to divorce early this year? This has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. I don't think that Harry and Meghan is not, thank God, nowhere to be there. Okay, the marriage has reportedly been in trouble for some time. And Touch Weekly. Things have been very bad for a while. So there's all of that. I'm not gonna read that. That is utter bollock. Why indulge rubbish? It's all made up for clicks. Okay, all of a sudden. Okay. The guy doesn't even want the wife to touch him. Alright, some of us just visit our partner in hospital by bus. On 20th December, no one was in hospital. Were they? Were they? Okay, so there's more of this. Okay, it's date 12/28/2023. No, it's England, therefore 28/12. Okay, the way they remove they turn it is what? The month. In the US, the month first, the day, and then the year. In England, it is the day, the month, and then the year. Alright, so there's all of that. Let's move on. What is that? William is punching again. Domestic violence progresses. Get worse and worse. Maybe he went too far. Thus the convoy. There's an ambulance in third pick. Time since then to create a story. Kate hiding till Easter to heal a bleeding face and body. Don't think William isn't capable of it. He is. That's very true. I hope they don't make Brian take the video down. Okay, let's see here. Download it. Alright, so there's all of that, but it states it was a planned surgery. This isn't the NHS where you have to wait on surgery, so Kate must have known the date for the VIP app, in which case, why go making charity attendances then apologizing for being off on the sick? Something doesn't add up. There's all of this, okay? So let's move on. They lie too much, they can't even keep up with the lies. Alright, let's move on. UK tabloid. Okay, this. So she's pointing to this. The royal reporters are digging a bigger hole for the royals with this narrative that they won't publish the photo of Kate as it was taken without her approval. So every time a photo has appeared in a paper of Kate, she's pre-approved it. And we send Bart's holiday photo. Yep. Okay. There's a did I put it? I don't think I did. So there's no comment here. She blacked her comment, so everybody have to retweet with a quote. Okay, she blacked her comment. So let's move on. Okay, what is it? There's a picture of, I think, Beatrice, the guy who wrote the nonsense about Meghan, Jeremy, and who else? I saw the daughter, the wife, the husband of Princess Anne's daughter. What's his name? That is it? Rugby player was in that picture. Next tweet. Rebecca English took her head out of William ass to clean up. Let's see, what is this about? Rebecca English for your editor. Okay, 4 March 2024. The pictures were published by US gossip website TMZ, but not in the UK after Kensington Palace appealed for her to be able to recuperate in private. You know, TMZ is the same group, okay? It's the same group. I believe TMZ, I talk about this. TMZ bought, who bought TMZ? Foxcom or something like that? When I'm editing, if somebody doesn't mention it here, I'll put what I have about TMZ. And I spoke about it before regarding the Johnny Depp thing. It's the whole bunch of circle. Johnny Depp had issues with the same group of people in the UK, got away with it scot-free, lost his case in the UK, but coming to the US, he proved his case and he won. And then in his US case, okay, what is it? There was a person who used to work for TMZ and they were refusing, Johnny Depp wanted that guy to come and testify. Is it him or the prosecutor? I don't remember all of this. But eventually, the former employee of TMZ went to court and explained how TMZ work.
I was the go-between the news desk in the office and the reporters in the field, which you might know as paparazzi.
Approximately how many paparazzis were you in charge of?
At the time, it was about 20 in LA, a handful, maybe 3 in New York, and then 1 in DC.
And what were your responsibilities specifically as to the paparazzi?
It would be to dispatch paparazzi to various locations based on tips or just direction dictated by having a list of sort of hotspots where celebrities would be.
And how were those tips received?
They were received either through tips that we received through our tip line or directly through news producers in the office.
And were tips frequently received directly from sources?
Very often the case, yeah.
And who were the type of sources that TMZ received tips from?
They would receive tips from, oftentimes it would be publicists, managers, agents, or B-list celebrities.
Lawyers?
And lawyers, definitely.
How are tips verified?
Tips are verified by an extensive process. If they come in through our tip line, we have to verify who sent it, that the source is truthful, and so they have to add their contact information, which is a field in that on that website for like name, phone number, things like that.
And how long did that process typically take?
If we receive a tip through the tip line, it could take a while because that would need to be, if it was a tip, we would need to verify it. If it was media, such as photos or videos, that would need to be extensively verified to ensure that the person sending it is the copyright holder and that we would have the legal ability to air it and distribute it.
And while working for TMZ, were you involved in any assignments related to Ms. Heard?
I was.
What was the first time you recall working on an assignment related to Ms. Heard?
I believe it was May 27th, 2016.
And what was your role in that assignment?
For that, Ms. Heard was filing a restraining order at a courthouse in downtown Los Angeles. So I dispatched camera people to that location.
Under what circumstances would you normally send paparazzi to a courthouse?
Only if we had been informed prior. It's not by any means a celebrity hotspot. We would only ever send people there if we had been tipped off that something was occurring and there was somebody present there.
And what footage was TMZ trying to capture at the LA courthouse on May 27th, 2016?
We were trying to capture Amber leaving the courthouse and an alleged bruise on the right side of her face.
What was your team of paparazzi supposed to do while they were at the LA courthouse on May 27th, 2016?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay and foundation.
What were they supposed to do?
Right. She's asking for, I don't think there's a foundation or hearsay.
I'll overrule the objection at this point. We'll see.
Go ahead, Mr. Tremaine.
Can you state the question again?
What was your team of paparazzi supposed to do while they were at the Los Angeles courthouse on May 27th, 2016?
Their objective was to capture her leaving the courthouse, and then she was going to sort of stop and turn towards the camera to display the bruise on the right side of her face, the alleged bruise.
Okay, but TMZ is the same group of the people of the UK. Even though it's in the US, it's the same group. All right. This is how they lure their nonsense, their garbage into the US. Alright, the photos were taken shortly before 9 a.m. suggesting the mother and daughter were returning from the school run. And then some of the comments that I was reading, some other places, I don't know if it's in this one, that if it was school run, what happened to the protection officers and all these things that's supposed to work with them when they go to all of this. But okay. Alright, Kensington Palace, she quotes this out, did not comment tonight, but sources stressed these were paparazzi pictures that were not authorized by the palace. So this is the thing that the squad are saying. So they were not authorized by the palace. So which means every other photos that is shown on those things, they were authorized. Alright. So there's this here, Daddy Fell and William Tim looking at each other. There's a laugh here. The pictures were taken specifically for the US market, just as KP's statements were issued only to American news outlets. The British press will control the narrative for them in the UK, but they are working to control in the US. Yep, that is true. Divorce, those people are not on the same page. Alright, the UK is, there's that, hypnotized. So they send it to the US thinking we'll end up like to be hypnotized. Instead, what they've done is waken the US to ask more questions, laughing my ass off. Alright, so there's all of this. It just reminds me of when Umid said UK journalists will publish stories in US tabloid that they can in the UK for extra money. Alright, let's see here. The Derangers call him a liar when he said that. There's the thing here. They're proving. Oh, there's more. KP has Murdoch on TMZ on the speed dial. So this is another day, another hoax that backfired. Okay, so there's all of this. Let's see here. AT&T's Warner Media has sold the celebrity news gossip brand TMZ to Fox Corp. There it is here. This is what I was saying. The deal will see the notorious tabloid founded by Harvey Levine operate under the Fox Broadcast Network umbrella. This is full garbage, okay? Baggage for God. Trying to hijack every mainstream media to run their nonsense. And I told you how TMZ came about. Okay, went to the young people to make it hip, follow celebrity in Hollywood, they're drinking and all of that. This one was so funny as well. Alright, so forget the last tweet. Let's move on. I skimmed through the comments reply on TMZ, where is Kate Middleton's pic, and everyone is like, I was laughing about this.
That motherfucker back there is not real. That motherfucker back there is not real. That motherfucker
Oh
back
my
there.
god, I'm still laughing about it. People are laughing. There's that here. The pic of Kate looks nothing like her. Her face is puffy, and it's a bit of coincidence that all of a sudden she's seen after public gets suspicious. It's like they throw that picture out there and say, here, there she is here. And meanwhile, people are still and I think the person who did the Photoshop purposely did leave some mark to say that's not her. It seems like they want to talk, but they can't because they don't want to be sued. Because that Photoshop literally put 3 wheels to make you see that this is a doctored picture. Internet winner of the day. Alright, so there's all of this. Let's move on to the next tweet. Oh my god. Let's move on. Oh my, I can't believe the amount of time already. Next tweet is still about the Kate thing here. So the British press are not publishing the picture of Kate in the car because it was taken without permission. But they have published a number of others showing Kate driving. So they are saying she gave permission for those and they were staged, I guess. So there's all of that, exactly, as well as this. Okay, so all the photos like this are staged then, obviously. I'm telling you, these people are revealing themselves. I'm glad she is okay. Okay, I really hope she is, but I don't think we really know that from this photo. A fake or body double, Kate Middleton has a mole above her lips, right below the apple of her cheek, TMZ back grid, and Kyle Middleton cooked up a lie. Prince William, time to end this farce. Where is Kate Middleton? So there's more of this. Let's move on. What is that here? Those vibrant burble walls are crumbly. I hear frantic scratching. Is this implication this was staged too then? Because yikes. Alright, so there's all of that. Let's go to the next tweet. Alright, so I see something about the trooping. I'm sorry, I did say I wasn't gonna talk about it, but to see how this is rivaling, I don't know. This is so messy. I have to tell, I love it. I think Chris secretly loves it as well. Let the mess continue. What is this here? So this is Chris Chip. So British Army appears to have confirmed both Kate and the King will be back at work by June at the latest for event around Trooping the Color. Princess Kate doing the review on 8 June, King Charles leading the royal family on 15 June, and they opened the ticket office. Alright. So there's all of that. Okay. It's still up right now, causing the confusion about if and when Kate will return to work. But after about 12 hours, the British Army is about to take down this page about Trooping the Color, admitting they didn't check the Kensington Palace first. There it is here. He's monitoring them. First you saw it, then you did. Then you did, and British Army removes its webpage referring to Kate and King's appearance at Trooping the Color after Kensington Palace said only they confirmed Kate's engagement, not the mad. Oh my god, let me move on. I can't. Okay, there's more. Pause and read. A whole mess. How me to remove claim Kate to appear at Trooping the Color from website. Oh my god. Okay, well, he was the one who described Wank as having festive glance. There's this here. Wait, what? Do they have any PR people left? Or has the old whore unalived them too? There's that. There's this. Okay, I feel like we're witnessing a wannabe private divorce proceedings of epic proportion being conducted in public. I don't know, they're trying to tell us something. Alright, let's move on. It's the way people are putting the GIF. Next one. Oh my goodness. When you call them out on double standard, they try to put negative labels on you, but this is the only way. Shine light on the darkness. Okay, so there's all of this. Friendly reminder that the British tabloid had no qualms splashing these invasive pics of Prince Philip on their front page. Following his heart surgery, the poor man died a month later. So don't believe a word they say about privacy. There's all of this. Okay, so this is the squad who's making reference after they're saying the whatever they published and that TMZ thing, they can't do it in the UK because the palace didn't approve it. Okay, so they're saying there's this here. All right, he's in the car. Did the palace approve that one as well? Oh my lord. Next tweet. Whew. Okay. Why is Prince William taking more time off if Kate Middleton is near the end of her recovery? Isn't she returning to work at Easter? Okay, Prince William to take another week off from royal duties with Princess Anne and Prince Edward to pick up the slack. The royal family is down to just 4 working members after it was confirmed Prince William will take another full week off. Oh my God. Another full week off from engagement as he continues to support Princess Catherine's recovery. Oh Lord, that was yesterday. Okay, I sway, hitting the sausage again. Sway, there's that. Did he even come back? He did for a bit to show off his shiner. Where he was in a fight. Okay, as a taxpayer, skiving taxpayer, funded official is my business. I don't know what this person said. Did I read this or was it a retweet from someplace? Okay, that's my world. There's this. Back to the drawing board. Sussex squad will adjust. Okay, it's just a tiny change. Was that old guy did his job? That's the other. Is it Kent? There was another. Did I share it already? I think it was the very first video. That old man who was going somewhere. I don't know. Was that old guy did his due yesterday or this morning? He can't even walk. He made it to the church or wherever he went into. Alright. He clearly has zero respect for the monarchy. Yeah, I don't think he has. Okay. His dad or his role as Prince of Wales. Harry travels all the way from the US to check on his dad, yet William can even step up to fill in when needed. Just show how much Harry carries that lazy excuse of an heir for years. Okay. Why? His wife was presumably just been driving around with her mother. She is fine. Get back to work. There's another thing here. I don't know. Something happened. And, you know, the reason William is able to do all of this is because all these people around are covering for him. Okay, in my opinion, Camilla told William he have to go to work with Anne this week. She didn't like the backlash she got for ditching her hubby to vacay. Anne has 10 events scheduled this week. The media had published it. Billy Idol woke up this morning and said, nah, I need a week off. Billy Idol. Top story, Prince William to take another week off from royal duties. Oh my Lord. Okay, Prince William to out-engage week as he continued to refuse to, whatever that says. Okay, Prince William to carry out engagement this week as that was 2 days ago. 1 day ago, 3 hours ago. Okay, this is absolutely a feud playing out between Willie and Chuck. Chuck's camp said Willie will not be asked to fill in for the king. Instead, he'll been sending Homila out. Willie is giving them the finger, like not showing up for memorial where Homila was sent to reign over them. Okay, the man has his problem, not his greatest fan, but they expect him to perform for the public when he cannot. Whatever his problems are is nothing to do with anyone. He needs time just like anyone else. This photographs rubbish won't be helping him any either.
Someone who is nearly 8 months pregnant, there's been a lot of flying this week for the Duchess of Sussex.
Okay, I respectfully disagree. He does not need more time. The time is now. William is 41 years old. Yeah, I hear all this excuse in the last video that I was editing. What is it? One of those people on TV was saying, you know, he needs time. He actually literally saying, no, he can't step up. I can't believe this. He has an institution. And this is the thing. They prepare him all his life. This is what they told him. This is what you're going to take over. Throughout his years in existence, this is what they told him. This is his job, his duty. All right, and then he's stupid enough where he knows he wasn't doing the work and he pushed his brother out. Okay, nannies, butlers, maid, private secretaries, camp people, etc. As does his wife. Since they married, they've taken on less engagement than people twice their age. All right, to be fair, he was in a lot of rose bushes looking for his kitty. Unfortunately, he did get a bit scratched up. Okay, so there's all of that. That's an ad. Let's move on. Next tweet on the serious one before I jump onto the squad. Tweets which the squad were laughing. All right, so this is the picture that I was talking about. Okay, there's her and there's that, you know, rugby player. Okay, so let me get this straight. It's not okay for Harry and Meghan to come out and comment about filth that was thrown at them, but it's okay for the royal family members to wine and dine with the despicable who throws fit at Harry and Meghan. Okay, Harry, you don't need enemies with family like this. Alright, so this is the picture. Alright, so there's all of that. Oh, so this is the Anne's daughter, and that's the husband here. And this is that, what's his name? The Clarkson guy. Alright, so there's the GIF here. Alright, so there's me. So what is that? What's going on? Everyone is off and let the old man do the rest. The old man that I'm talking about is that, what's his name? I'll put the picture of him. I don't remember his name. To do the duty. Okay, while they are out with Jeremy Clarkson. Alright. There's me here responding. I see. I hope Harry, be careful of who he allow in his house. I'm just going to leave it as that because his family doesn't operate like other normal family. There's always something else behind their actions. Okay? Wow, wow, wow. And this is an ad. Now, the rest of the tweets that I have here. Oops, let's minimize it. Which is this, okay? And I was looking for more, there wasn't any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. It's just the squad, you know, making fun of what's going on. And I share some of them with you on my community, but I'll go through them really quick, okay? Because a lot of them are GIFs. Okay, Sussex squad, are we under fire or are we on fire? When I first came across it, I wasn't sure what was going on. And I thought maybe something's going on at Buckingham Palace or whatever. But it seems like it's making reference to what then Wootton was blaming the Sussex squad for his firing. Okay, so there's that here. Told you it was fall of the Windsor happening in real time live tabloid edition. FYI, Meta is on fire too. That's Facebook. Okay, to all their system are down. We'll keep you posted. There's all of that. No, the fire is under control. We are the firebender. There's all of this here. Something's burning alright, and it smells like the House of Windsor. Pull up a chair and warm yourself. There's all of this. Okay, so the squad are just making reference to all of this. So let's go to the next one. I told you I'm gonna go through this really quick. Next one. The main thing is reading the caption. Okay, them. Who is the leader of the Sussex squad? The Sussex squad. Pointing each other. They think we have a leader. So there's that. I am Spartacus. There's all of that. They all. I don't know if you guys seen this movie. Okay. They were looking for Spartacus and all of them stood up. It's on the Sussex squad leader contest. Who else wants to join the contest? There's all of this. There's all of that. What is so crazy is there is a squad on WhatsApp and Reddit. Squads are on all platforms. I'm impressed with the Sussex squad shit. Okay, so there's all of that. And one very old tweet, I was telling you, the squad are everywhere. This is why they are able to bring different topics into Twitter, because you have each squad are interesting in different things. One of the things that I say I will not be on is what not WhatsApp. I will not be on WhatsApp as well, but TikTok. Okay, so this here guy, we are notorious apparently. Sussex squad, so better than all the rest, simply the best. There's all of this. That's an ad. Good. Okay, the squad when KP and their minions came after Prince Archie, Princess Lily, and their parents. As this here. This is what they want to label us as, to destroy Sussex support. That is why I say no engagement whatsoever, just black, because it is concerted plan to retreat as many of the squad terminated as possible. Then Wootton has been sacked by GB News for misogyny. That's what it's trending. Okay, like the mud squad, justice and catching the lies. The bad guy steals with indisputable receipt. Abilities. All right, next tweet. Okay, call us whatever you want. Either way, we are not going to let you hate or lie on Meghan Markle, her children, her husband, or her mama in peace. You come for them, backdraft with ensure. I like that. Look at the hair. Okay, they ready? We're ready. Sussex squad. The afterwards, the ancestors take over. That's for sure. They can get all of this smoke. All right, bullseye. Don't start none. Won't be none. We aren't going anywhere. We are always ready. And this is what they try to get Twitter, I don't know, for people to get off Twitter. At least the squad was like, until the lights are off, especially me. Tell them we are here to stay. We are not going anywhere. Tell them, yep, we are here to defend. This is the thing that they did with Princess Diana. Princess Diana was fighting these monsters, these devils on her own. So now there's the squad who's, who will not let them, there's this here, who will not let them drag Harry and Meghan, without any repercussion. So they're mad about it. They want to hate in peace. But the squad said, no, you cannot hate them, in peace. We're going to stop you and, put you on defense.
Remember the history. Do not forget what they did to Diana. When Diana was breaking and, in serious mental distress, but she wasn't mad because they were treating her so badly. And actually, just last week, one of Jeffson, I think, said that they leaked all this information about Diana. I remember Nicholas Soames saying on Newsnight, she's crazy, because she did not let Charles own the narrative, because she wanted to tell her side of the story. Yeah. And they leaked that she was mad, and they destroyed this woman's mental health.
They tried.
And they did the same, I think. A woman who came from a very different world, and I remember writing 3,000 words, the cover story in Time Magazine US. And at the end I said, she doesn't know the country she's entering. She doesn't know the family she's entering. The only way this was 5 months before they got married. The only way they will survive is if they leave. She had no idea about the backstory in this family. And you talk to me about racism over and over again. Charles says to a woman I know, a journalist I know from Manchester, he says, where are you from? She says, Manchester. You don't look as if you're from Manchester. The Prince Philip, I met him at the Royal Shakespeare Company because I was a governor. I'm standing with my husband. He passes us by, he comes back and he looks at my husband and he says, you're married to her? No, is she yours? They are full of it. And Meghan had to survive it.
Okay, we bring the fire, Sussex squad undefeated. All right, and water does not put out our fire, just makes it stronger. All trolls and bats will and have been blocked. There's all of this here. I've got the UK covered, right squad. I'm trembling in my flip-flops. There's all of that. There's all of this. That's my world. There's this satanic. All right. Next tweet. Okay, I'm almost an hour, so let's do it really quick. To dispel any notion that Meghan Markle somehow controls us or has any control over us, think of Meghan like the cat on the left, there's this here, and us like the cat on the right, there's this here. She's kind and sweet, gives grace to her detractors. You won't get any such grace from us. Alright, so there's that here. It's almost like there's a video that I did on PYTE. What did I call it? The illusion. There's so many parts to that illusion. One part of it is where the cat is walking really innocently, and then but the cat's supposed to be Meghan. Go watch that video. It's on PYTE. Girl, we grace them with claw and sharp teeth. Yes, that is the truth. They should be happy that she has not told everything that they have done to her when she was there. Like she said, it will be damaging to them. We will not sit back while they do their worst. Okay, every time they act horrified, I'm telling them, y'all don't know what that girl and her man been giving you grace. Okay, the squad and other supporters stand on business, and it ain't pretty when they get done. Alright, that's the laugh here. I can't stop laughing at this post. I am the one and the right for sure. No time for the sweetness where we are facing the KK clan, but your post. I don't know how you and Myra come up with your take no prisoner tweet. Okay, dang, that's on point and hysterically so. Okay, analogy is so spot on, I'm crying. Okay, so there's all of this. So that's it. Oh, I have one more. This one is an advice that I saw and I thought I added. This is sage advice. Always remember it. Be careful who you build with, because people will use you for the foundation and finish the structure with somebody else. Okay? Oh, Queen, they can finish the structure without the blueprint. Well, they could. There's some people who could memorize certain things. Alright? There's some who could. Alright, let's see here. Boom. There's some who could. I don't know. I guess because well, I don't practice it anymore. I study architecture, but there's some who could. Okay, it may not go exactly to the plan, but there's some who could. Okay, there's a lot of people who build without blueprint. Also based on the complexity of the structure. It depends how complex the structure is. Okay, some people could build without a blueprint. I am paraphrasing a proverb: throw your bread up on the waters so that someday it may come back to you. How true is that? Okay, very true. Green, wow, I love it. True, but if the foundation crumble, the structure cannot hold. This, I like that one. Okay, so true. Okay, true fact. Okay, this one I agree. True, but if the foundation crumble, the structure cannot hold. Okay, if you throw water under the foundation, this is how you destroy it. Okay, so there's that here. Water is a source of life and everything as well, but it could also be a danger as well. Too much of it is not good. Okay, there has to be a limit of everything. That is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.